What's up, guys? Welcome to today's market recap for the day ending October 5th. Let's begin with SPY. SPY continues to go move upwards. It's looking bullish. I drawn an upward trend line in here, and I think if it breaks, then I need to get out of my hedge positions on SPY. For now, I'm holding the hedge on the SPY in there. Coming to the Qs. The Qs looks very bullish as well, and I think I'm out of this Qs. I had a hedge position on the Qs. I'm out in here. I'm going to put my upper support line in there. If it bounces, it has to bounce somewhere on this line and go up in there. So that's what I'm looking at. Next is the IWM. This is moved very well to the top in there, so it's looking pretty bullish in here. So I'm out. I should be out of my IWMs as well, putting a support line which is broken that part, which was kind of a resistance. I think it's going to go higher from here. So all I'm looking for is, even if it goes lower, bounce somewhere at this line to form some kind of a inverted head and shoulders, and then move higher. If it breaks below this, maybe we can think of getting back into the short position. So as of now, I should think of getting out of that hedge short position in there. Okay, so look at some of my long holdings. Apple doing good, still in that uptrend within this widening wedge in here. So as long as it's within that range, I am bullish on this one. AMD looking very good actually. So it is still hugging at the upper trend line of this widening wedge. So it has a lot to move, even if there is a bit of a correction. I think it's going to do well. And I'm going to hold this position for a while now. Let's look at Microsoft. Going hugging the lower half, lower trend line. It looks like it's breaking, but again, since this channel is so narrow, I'm okay to give it a little bit of wiggle room in there. Consider this as my lower support. Until then, I'm bullish on this one. All right, so let's take a look at some of my positions that I entered from the time I started this video log. Baba kind of broke off this flag pattern, right? So let me redraw it so that it's a little bit more visible. All right, so it broke off. It's now giving kind of a one peak in here and kind of going sideways. That is good because we don't want to go way too far away from the moving averages. So that's a good kind of a sign in there. Good sign in there that is moving sideways, and it might move up in there. So then we can adjust the trend lines accordingly. Next, let's take a look at Marvel. All right, Marvel kind of moving upward again. Maybe I'll just go redraw the lower trend line here. A very faint, very light bounce in here, so happy with it. Maybe I'll just use it as the new trend line. So taking this off, put put this in here. Okay, so kind of forming a narrow wedge in there. So I would keep an eye of the price movements within this range. And even if it breaks, I think I can still fall on to this previous resistance as support line in here, right? So that's where I'm looking at. And square. All right, the square doing really good, breaking off this narrow wedge, and this is very much similar to marble, right? So this is what I'm looking at, and if it breaks to the upper end, it's going to fly, and that's something that I'm going to keep an eye on. And similar to what square is doing in here, is doing good from the time of entry, 166. Been cribbing about it that I did the wrong entry, but again, it worked out well. Right now, 181, not bad, considering a huge move up and to the upside. Today, I got into a new position, FSLY. Alright, again, I was keeping an eye on this one with this kind of. I always take all positions with this kind of a pattern. So this pattern, I was looking to get into this one somewhere around here. I didn't have enough money to actually get into this position, so waited. I got in today, and it might be again wrong timing, but I wanted to get in, so I got in there. So we'll look at the numbers as well on this one today. All right, so here are the numbers. As I said, I added FSLY in my portfolio now. Now this is not my entire portfolio. As mentioned, my entire portfolio is the one that has everything in there, as you see in my trading view list in there. But this is what I have been purchasing while making this video logs, and that's why I kept it in here, so that you can see how I enter and how I exit the positions in there. So as of now, I no need to exit on any one of them. All of them are looking good. So Baba right now today, even though it was pretty flat, was down a little bit on this price, still maintaining a very healthy P&L. The 295C, again, it's looking healthy. 295C is the covered call position that I sold. So I sold it for 1062. Right now it's at 965 because of the current price in there. Now let's take a look at Marvel. Marvel kind of ripped today, went beyond 41.5. So I had to buy back the covered call. So I had sold it for 55. I bought it back at 119, which means I'm losing $64. That is fine, because I sold it. I bought it back at 119. I had to sell something that is greater than 119. So I sold 41.5C. Again, I had to sell a higher strike price. So I sold 41.5C, and I wanted a higher price, that is 1.35, and that was available only for 1023. I guess this is 1023. So it's two and a half weeks away from today's date. So I sold it. Right now it is again moving higher, so I am going negative on this one. So as long as this goes negative, I can still make an adjustments by selling higher and higher price, higher strike and higher priced calls. And this one, he started making money, right? So it's already at 182 plus on this one. So this one I closed today, so I'm going to mark it as closed. And this one I opened today at 135. The same with Square. Square did jump a lot. I had sold my weeklies, the 177.5 weeklies for 241. It I had to cover it by buying it at 596, so a loss of 355. But 596, as I said, I wanted to buy something at a higher price, so and strike higher strike in there. So I got a 1023 strike for 182.5 at 8.14. So I sold it at this price. Right now it is moving higher. So again, this is a negative, but that's not a worry at this point. So that took my original long leap position to 60.65, right? 60.45. Now I am plus 1200 on this one in there. So that is how I'm doing my adjustment. So this one is closed as of now. New position, Fastly. I bought March 2021 expiring 75C strike at 33.29. Immediately sold 100C expiring this week for 359. Right now it is at 185. It looks like it's not going to cross 100. As long as it doesn't cross 100, I get to keep all $359 for myself. And then I will do the same like before. I will sell the next weeklies in there. If I'm not able to sell the weeklies, or if my weeklies get overshot, then I will do an adjustment like this. So it's always in the cards. Current P&L on all of these positions is 1866, and this is for the 5 weeks, 5 days last week. That's the sixth day. Today is 6 days, 1800. Not bad, but this is again, as I said, this is unusual to go move so much uh, uh, on your portfolio. Um, ex- Typically, I expect around 400 per week of profits. But so far, so good. Thank you for watching. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.